Complete breakdown of the Ravens win in a matter of moments here on Ravens Rundown. But first, a couple injuries to get to. OBJ left the game with an ankle injury, while Odafe Owe left the game with an undisclosed injury. Head coach John Harbaugh said after the game that he didn't think either one of them were that serious. So good news for the Ravens there. If we get more updates, we will let you know about it right here on Ravens Rundown. Right now, though, let's give you a complete rundown of the big win for the Ravens over the Bengals. The Ravens pull off an awesome win against the Cincinnati Bengals, 27-24, a divisional matchup, and the Ravens are 2-0 on the season. Wow. Welcome into Ravens Rundown by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with a complete look back on the Ravens' performance, the good, the bad, the ugly. Not too much ugly from this one, but nonetheless, let's tell you about it. The Ravens get it done on the back of Lamar Jackson, who was outstanding today. 24 of 33 through the air, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Gus Edwards had a solid day on the ground, 10 carries, 62 yards, a touchdown score. And Nelson Agholor, yes, Nelson Agholor, more on him in a bit. He had 5 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown. Joe Burrow threw 41 times at 27 completions, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Joe Mixon, 13 carries, 59 yards. T. Higgins with 8 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdown scores. The Ravens not just moved to 2-0, but also get a big win in the division. We looked at the series with the Bengals going into 2023 and said the hope was that you could split the series with Cincinnati. Just being realistic here with how good Cincinnati is. Now you win this game at Cincinnati, it's realistic you could go for the season sweep at this point, which could be the difference in winning the division. I got to celebrate accordingly. And there's only one way to celebrate accordingly to this victory. That is subbing for Dubs. If you enjoyed that Ravens win today, need you to subscribe to the channel now. We got some exciting stuff going on this season here on Ravens Rundown. Not just daily news and rumors, but we're also doing watch parties for some of the big games throughout the season. We also do mailbags, live shows from time to time, and more. Sub for Dubs. Help us reach 11.5 thousand subscribers on the channel. Less than 250 away from doing so. Sub for Dubs right now. Join the family, join the flock, and come on in and stay a while. Hang out with us here on Ravens Rundown. All right, so 5 takeaways from this performance. We got to start out with Lamar Jackson. Lamar is clearly back and in full force. Lamar missed the final 5 games of last year. And last week, although the Ravens won, Lamar didn't necessarily play his best in last week's win against Houston. He and the offense were taking a little bit to adjust and get things going. But today, he was just simply on it. Lamar Jackson was awesome. 24-33, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Was also solid on the ground as well. I really liked what I saw from Lamar Jackson. And the thing for me in particular is with Lamar and then going forward is that today he showed poise in this Todd Monken offense. And as we've seen previously, when Lamar plays at his best, he's as good as any player in the National Football League. And today it showed a glimpse of what he can be capable of to be that top player in the National Football League. I loved it from Lamar. There is more to come from Lamar Jackson. What's your one-word reaction to the Ravens win today? My one word is wow. You got it done on the road against a divisional opponent. Wow. Give me your one word. Tell me in the comment section. Let me know. Number 2, Mark Andrews. He's just fine. This last week's game, there were some questions about how he would be going forward. Today wasn't the big 100-plus yard receiving day for Mark Andrews. But he did what he needed to do to get the job done and make plays and have a significant impact on this offense. 5 catches, 45 yards, touchdown, long of 20 yards. Mark Andrews, I think when he is healthy, he is one of the top 2 or 3 tight ends in this league. And today was a huge step in the right direction that Mark Andrews is on the right track moving forward. He and Lamar back together. It's been a long time since both of them have been on the football field together in a regular season game, but I liked what I saw today. A week removed from injury, Mark showed he hasn't missed a beat and still at a high level. Watch out for Mark Andrews to have a big rest of the year in 2023. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time, one of our newest partners here at Chat Sports. If you download Game Time, create an account, you can get $20 off when you use the promo code RavensChat. Here's how simple it is, folks. You pick out the game, the concerts, the comedy show, whatever it is you want to go to. And you can see all the prices. And Game Time is going to have the best price guaranteed. Then you pick out your seat, and you get the view of what your seat is going to look like when you get into the venue. And then just a few moments later, you're already at checkout buying your tickets within a matter of moments. It is a quick, simple, easy process with Game Time. A while back, went to a Orioles game. And me and my buddies, we decided pretty quick that we wanted to go. We found our tickets. And even though opening pitch was just within a couple of minutes, we still got our tickets and got there in time before first pitch. That can be the same for you today. And here's what I'm willing to offer you. $20 off with promo code RavensChat. So the next game you go to, you can save money with Game Time. So what are you waiting for? Go to Game Time, download it, create an account. Terms and conditions do apply. $20 off right now with promo code RavensChat. Tell them that Tyler Jones Chat Sports sent you. You'll be glad you did. Download Game Time today for $20 off with promo code RavensChat. Next up, don't sleep on Geno Stone. So there were some question marks about the Ravens secondary entering 2023 with all the injuries that piled up. And then Geno Stone wasn't necessarily great when we looked at him at the end of camp and in the preseason, all that. And today was a huge step in the right direction. After the question marks surrounding Geno Stone, he answered the call today that he could be trusted upon. I mean, think about this as far as Geno Stone goes. Today against Cincinnati, that is as good of a receiving core as you are going to face anywhere in the National Football League. And Geno Stone made plays. He made a difference. If Geno Stone can play like that against Cincinnati, he can play like that against anybody. Who was the Ravens MVP today against the Bengals? A lot of different guys to choose from. Offense, defense, special teams. Who was it? Give me one name in the comment section. Number 4 in my takeaways. The Nelson Agholor hype is real. So if you go back to free agency, Nelson Agholor was the first player the Ravens signed in free agency of anybody out there. And then the questions became, okay, what the hell does Nelson Agholor have left in the tank? Coming over from the New England Patriots, played for the Raiders, the Eagles, a couple different teams. And then throughout training camp and in OTAs and all that, Nelson Agholor looked really good. Caught everybody's attention like, okay, did Nelson Agholor find the fountain of youth? And then today we saw the Nelson Agholor that the Ravens have seen all offseason. 5 catches, 63 yards, a touchdown. Nelson Agholor lived up to the hype that we talked about all offseason. And in theory, what is he? The Ravens' 4th receiver? I mean, Zay Flowers is your top guy. OBJ is, there, of course. Rashad Bateman is there. I mean, Rashad, we're looking at Nelson Agholor being your number, 4 receiver. And he still brings something to the table. That's big for him. I loved it there. Also on the list, our last takeaway, Gus Edwards, he's capable of getting the job done. People wondered, with J.K. Dobbins out, how would this team move forward with the run game? Did they need to bring in another running back? Gus Edwards was good enough. And you elevate Melvin Gordon. Obviously, you have Justice Hill there as well. Today, Gus and the crew show they can get the job done. Now, this is going to be a week-by-week thing. We'll see if it continues. You obviously have the possibility later on to potentially make a trade for Jonathan Taylor when he comes off PUP. But at least for now, Gus Edwards did what he needed to do. 10 carries, 62 yards, 1 touchdown. Solid day for Gus Edwards as far as that goes for him and the rest of that running back room. Good steps going forward as far as that goes. So, Ravens get the win. They are 2-0 now in Baltimore. Great start to the season. I know that the injuries have hit this team, but I feel really good. What's your confidence level about Baltimore after 2 weeks? It's got to be real high, right? And the Bengals are now 0-2 to begin the year. That's great. Give me your confidence level scale, 1 through 10 in the comment section. My confidence level is pretty high. It's got to be like at least an 8. Give me your confidence level in the comment section. Subscribe now for more Ravens coverage. We got some exciting stuff ahead all season long. Stay tuned to the channel. We got you covered. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us here on Ravens Red.